Hi, I'm John Farrell with the Farrell Law Firm. Have you ever wondered what happens to a joint bank account when one of the account holders pass away? The answer isn't always straightforward. In today's video, I'm going to explain what you can expect from your bank or credit union, common mistakes to avoid, and how you can plan ahead to make sure your loved ones don't get stuck in financial limbo. First, let's clear up a common misconception. Just because an account is labeled as joint doesn't necessarily mean the surviving account holder automatically owns all the money. While banks often allow the surviving owner to continue accessing the funds, that doesn't always align with estate laws, which determines who legally owns the deceased person's share. The truth is, banking procedures don't always match legal rules, which can create major headaches for families. That's why being informed now is key to avoiding unnecessary delays and complications later. There are three possible outcomes when a joint account holder dies. When one owner of a joint account passes away, one of three things will typically happen. Number one, the bank does nothing and the survivor continues using the account. This is the most common outcome. The bank or credit union doesn't freeze the account, and the surviving owner continues to access the funds. However, just because the bank allows access doesn't mean the survivor legally owns 100% of the money. If part of the account belongs to the deceased's estate, the heirs could have a claim to it. Number two, the bank freezes half the account. Some banks take a cautious approach and freeze what they consider to be the deceased person's half of the account. This means the surviving account holder can still use their share, but the other portion is locked until legal ownership is determined. If probate is required, this could mean months of delays. Number three, the bank freezes the entire account. In some cases, banks take the strictest approach and freeze the entire account. This can be financially devastating, especially if the surviving account holder relies on that money for everyday expenses. In these situations, the family often has to go through a formal probate process before regaining access. Let's talk about why joint doesn't always mean yours. A common mistake people make is assuming that adding someone as a joint owner means they'll automatically inherit the money. That's not always true. For example, if an elderly parent adds an adult child to their account for convenience, just to help pay bills, the law may still consider the money to belong to the parent. After their passing, those funds could legally belong to their estate, not the child. On the other hand, if a married couple shares a joint account, state law may allow the surviving spouse to inherit the entire account automatically. The rules vary depending on the state and the specific way the account was set up. How to protect your loved ones from banking headaches. If you want to make sure your family doesn't get stuck dealing with frozen accounts and legal red tape, here are a few proactive steps you can take. Confirm with your bank how your account is titled and what their policy is when an account owner passes away. Use Payable on death designations to name beneficiaries who can claim the funds directly without probate. Consider a revocable living trust to hold your accounts, which can provide clearer instructions and avoid probate altogether. Review your estate plan regularly to make sure your accounts are set up in a way that aligns with your wishes. Understanding how joint bank accounts work after a death can save your family from unnecessary stress and confusion. The key takeaway: just because the bank allows access doesn't mean the law grants ownership. If you're unsure about how your accounts are set up, now is the time to review them and make any necessary adjustments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your questions. And if you need personalized estate planning guidance, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.